Hello and a very warm welcome to all our racing patrons for the race preview on this Sunday meeting. The first race of the afternoon is the Hussain Saga Plate to be run over 7 furlong in category 3 for horses rated up to 25 4-year-olds and upward. Number 1 is Destined to Be, who ran in race number 95. No show at all, especially this monsoon runs. Having 3 runs in monsoon, 16th, 9th and 10th. That's the way it has finished from 5.5 furlong to 6 furlong, then over a mile. Always a back marker. So down in class with a drop of 3 points is Destined to Be. Number 2 is NRI Blue, who had an opening but failed to pick up momentum. 2 runs this season. Both the runs finished 10th. 10th out of 12 to Brilliant View, then 10th out of 11 runners to Aerial Combat. This was a very interesting finish with the Aerial Combat bursting into the lead in the last 150 meters to win it by 2 lengths, but NRI Blue was totally off the board. Number 3 is Prime Gardenia. Prime Gardenia credentials. Monsoon had 2 runs, 13th and then 7th. Here first run, race number 3 of the season, where it finished on 10 to Unsung Hero. That was over 6 furlong. Now going over 7 furlong with a drop of 1 point, and down in class is Prime Gardenia. Unsung Hero beat By the Bay by nose. We go to number 4, Solo Winner, who is already having 3 runs. This race number 64, very wide between the runners, ridden hard, but still took time to pick up momentum by the time the race was over for Dream Jewel. Earlier run, a notable one, 2.5 lengths behind. Hashtag third. That was an interesting run where it came from very behind, far behind to finish third. And we go to number 5, Red River. Red River credentials is a front runner always, being in front but not having that staying ability, we can see. Even in a 6 furlong trip, after dashing into the front in the last 300 meters, has packed up to finish 7th. Earlier 7 furlong trip, went to the front, stayed on to finish 3rd by 3.5 lengths to Siri. Southern Lady is the next runner who ran in race number 125. This is the monsoon run, who got interfered in the earliest part of the race but took time to warm up over a mile, then finished on 5th to Gurbaz. Going with the form in monsoon, having 5 runs. Comparing its earlier 4 starts, this is a reasonable one where it had shown little improvement to come closer to the first 4 runners and finishing 5th. Number 8, NRI Gift, ran in race number 45, having 3 runs this season. 2 occasions 5th, both the runs over 7 furlong. Then in a sprint one 7th. This is the run where it finished on 5th over 7 furlong to Team Player. When you look at this run, comparingly to other runs, it was up with the pace but weakened in the straight in the last 200 meters. Number 9, Pari, ran in race number 114 of monsoon towards the fence and just ran on there to finish 9th out of 12 runners behind Ice Berry. Rated at 14 today is Pari, who is not having much runs. Number 10 is Astronaut. Between the runners was Astronaut in race number 58 of this season, having 3 runs. Started well by finishing 4th in a mile trip to Lightning Ferry by a margin of nearly 6 lengths. Later 2 runs over 7 furlong off the board. Again in 7 furlong in this class is Astronaut. This race was won by Salisbury by 3 3/4 of a length. And we go to number 11, Joe Malone. Consistently finishing 4th in 2 starts is Joe Malone over 7 furlong as well as sprint. This is the sprint run, race number 71, produced very wide, ridden hard, 3.5 lengths from the winner. That was Exotic Dancer. This is the last week run. Earlier race number 45, 4th by a margin of 3 lengths to Team Player. That was over 7 furlong. Distance little short, we thought, but still managed to be in the frame. Number 12, Turf Monarch, a back marker. This is the horse which has been rated at 1 since the start of this season. Race number 1 ran 4th to Furious Fun by a margin of nearly 7 lengths. Later on, tested over 7 furlong mile sprint as well as 5.5 furlong off the board in all the starts. Never reproduced the run of race number 1. Second race is the Division 2 of the Sangam Plate to be run over 7 furlong in category 3 5-year-olds and upward. Rated 20 to 45. 5 runners for scrutiny. 1 Kingmaker, 3 Once More, 4 Sharkville, 5 Kirkumin, 8 Sheldon. We cannot miss the grey 5 Kirkumin, but let's start with Kingmaker, who was very wide. And on the wider part of Kingmaker was Sharkwheel. Closer to the fence was once more, but the grey Kirkman was very vigorously ridden and still battled on to finish third. It was an open race with 4-1 is the favourite. That was Kirkman itself. That's the race time. And last 3-run hat-trick third for Kirkman, still knocking at the door, we can say, to the Akshay Kumar to guide the fortunes of Kirkman. Earlier he has finished third by a margin of 2 lengths to Aerial Combat, whereas Kingmaker ninth, once more sixth, other form, whereas Sharkhill finished on 8th. NRI Magic, who ran in race number 63 of this season, after finishing 6th to Xfinity. This particular run, which is won by a 8-1 shot, Chuck It, here finished a far away 9th. NRI Magic. Then we go to number 6, Lineweiler. Number 7, NRI Heights are the 2 runners, with Lineweiler just taken the charge. Dylan challenging Lineweiler in the last 150 meters. Drifting under pressure was Dylan, where Miss Marvelous got the gap to shoot through and beat off Dylan as well as Lineweiler, who settled into third. Good run by Lineweiler, comparing its earlier run over a mile 7th, here third. Now running over 7 for long. 9 is Bedazzled, who ran in race number 41, whereas NRI Heights was slow at the start and finished 11th. Bedazzled ran in race number 41, finishing 12 to Miss Marvelous. We have seen this run, whereas Bedazzled was pulling up, and after the race it was observed to have pulled up lame. So that's the reason where rider sensed, and he was able to slow down and then just pull it off from the race, finishing far away 12th. And next runner is number 10, Sputnik, who ran in race number 56, finishing 4th. First run came in last season's run, then 2 runs this season, mile 7th, sprint 4th, so 7 for long first time in the last 2 starts is Sputnik. Third race, the Division 2 of the Greener Plate, to be run over 6 for long for horses rated 20 to 45. Number 1 is Live Song. This is a very interesting finish. What we saw, Live Song fending off the challenge put by 2 runners. The runner on the right side, NRI Sport, even though rain slipped off from the hands of rider, brilliantly ridden. Still, Live Song very good in taking this run on the post, beating off NRI Sport. Hard to Toss ran in race number 96, led the field till the last 300 meters, weakened to stay on, and then finished on 5th. Has won a race, 6 for long trip on a start to finish bid in race number 33 with a good margin of 3 lengths. That and shedding its maiden status. Open handicap once third, here 5th to Jean Lafay. Number 3 is Abellah, who was in pursuit of the leader and managed to finish 4th. That was Bugsy, the winner, drawing away by a good margin of 4 1/4 length. Reappearance of Bugsy itself is very interesting. And finishing behind this runner, it's also a notable run. Earlier also 4th to Live Song, very close 4th, but here Bugsy being too good, Abellah managed to finish 4th. Number 4 is Indian Glory. Number 13, Precious Gift are the 2 runners. Precious Gift not showing any interest in the race, we can see, but comparing its earlier run, 14th and here's 7th. Whereas the other runner, Indian Glory, ran a hell of a race, battled on in the last 150 meters, lost to NRI Touch close home, and very impressive run coming from Indian Glory. Number 5, Angel Eater. Number 7, Narak Michi, and number 9, Charmer are the 3 runners who ran in race number 51 over 1100 meters, which was won by Stunning Force. Already being the leader in the last 200 meters, Stunning Force started to rattle well to big win of 3.5 lengths. Charmer out of contention, whereas Angel Eater put every effort to bridge the gap, but still 3.5 lengths separated from the winner. Whereas on the other hand, Narak Michi, first time fancied in race number 3, beaten to 4th by Unsung Hero. Here also slightly fancied at 4-1, finished 5th to Stunning Force. Whereas 6 Furious Fun and 12 Exponent are the 2 runners. Backmarker being Exponent, having 2 starts off the board. And the other hand, the other runner was Furious Fun, after winning in race number 1 by a margin of 5 lengths. In a higher class, struggled a bit, but still managed to be in the frame. Number 8 is Star Cruise. The long-time leader made it easy win by a margin of 3.5 lengths. dictated the race from the word go, extended well at the 600 to good lead of about more than 7. Then at the finish, it was cut to 3.5 lengths by Stark, who rattled well on the outside, but still Stark cruised very safe at the post by a margin of 3.5 lengths, so gets a penalty of 9 points and also gets promoted to higher class. We go to Royal Support, who ran in race number 53, which was won by Garnett, but looking at Royal Support, first run this season, finishing 6th towards the fence with that white and black stripes hooped cap. Number 11 is Battle Ready, who ran in race number 52 and finished on 3rd. Ridden hard towards the fence, under pressure, was drifting out, even though rider was using his whip on its left, and he again gathered the reins, pushed hands and heels with the reminder, finishing 3rd by a margin of nearly 4 lengths to Flamingo fame was Battle Ready. Fourth race on the Sunday meeting is the first division of the Sangam Plate to be run over 7 furlong in category 3 for 5-year-olds and upward at 20 to 45. Number 1 Apollo, number 5 Rhythm Selection. They ran in race number 48, the winner being Icicle. Icicle taking the charge with the Apollo towards the fence, tiring out, could not stay on after being 4th till the last 300 meters, packed off very badly to finish 10th. So on the other hand, Rhythm Selection did not got into rhythm at all, finishing 8th behind Icicle. Number 2 Lockhart ran in race number 10. At the turn, it's running very wide, then finished 10th out of 10 runners behind Summer Night. Look at Summer Night, still 2 lengths behind the leaders, came with a very powerful surge, fought every inch of ground. 3 runners were fighting it out, but looking at Lockhart behind the field, was nothing in the tank, just weakening to finish 10th out of 10 runners. Even earlier on, 8th out of 9 runners behind New Look is the credential of Lockhart. Rapid Fire ran in race number 63 and finished on 6th to Chuck It. Running 4th at the turn, then came into 3rd position, gradually weakened to finish 6th. Impressive run coming from Chuck It, who got it by 3 1/4 length. Whereas Rapid Fire, on the other hand, last monsoon only once 4th and 1 second out of 6 starts. Number 4, the Special One, and number 9, Storyteller. They ran in race number 56 over 6 furlong, whereas Storyteller, being in pursuit of the leaders, was running 2nd and came under pressure, ridden hard but still could not gather momentum and finished on 5th. On the other hand, the Special One came very wide. Last 4 runs of Special One are not so interesting, finishing off the board, earlier twice 4th. Number 6 is Sundancer. Sundancer, being in pursuit of the leader in the straight, came a little late and bridged the gap, just dived in the last stride, still neck separating the two, so good effort by Sundancer to finish 2nd. Number 7 is Big Brave. Between the runners, this is a monsoon run, running for the first time in the winter is Big Brave, having 4 starts in monsoon, out of that 3 times strength, including this run what we are looking at. Earlier one 6 furlong 9th, so nothing can be expected from this runner when it runs like this off the board. Even last winter also off the board. This 6-year-old not firing at all in the last 1.5 years. That's about Big Brave. Call of the Blue, race number 121, over a mile in monsoon, finished on 4th. Was ridden hard in the straight because was in pursuit of the leader, then started to weaken. The rider sensing it, went for the whip. This was over a mile when Miss Marvelous dashed into the lead to get it by 2 lengths. Number 10 is Sacred Lamb. This is the one who is in form, we can say, has the advantage of the bottom weight of 51.5 kilos today, after finishing 3rd by 2 lengths to Tomorrow's Dream, and here 4th by a margin of 2 lengths to Angel Tesoro. Came charging on the outside and finishing 4th. Feature event on this Sunday meeting in a card of 6 races is the 5th race, the Mir Fazilat Hussain Memorial Cup, to be run over 6 furlong, a category 2 race for horses rated 40 to 65. Number 1 is Her Legacy, who ran in race number 70. After being very prominent third till the turn, gradually weakened to finish 7th. Going by the form, this is the front runner, always having speed and not able to stay for a long. First run, 7 furlong, dash to the front, packed off to finish 5th. Then a 6 furlong run in pursuit of the leader, finishing 2nd. Then again up with the pace, finishing 5th. Here being 3rd, packed off to finish 7th. 2 is House of Diamonds. A lot of expected from this runner as a short priced favorite. Little late on the outside when Chuckett drew away from the field for a margin of 3 1/4 length. Satisfaction for House of Diamonds. It is that it beat the rest of the field by half a length. Number 3 is Kingston. Of the 3 runs this season, twice on the board, 3rd to Market King. Then here, even though missed the start by 2 lengths after taking a fly jump, good effort by Nakat Singh, where he rode out in the straight to bridge the gap, came inch by inch closer to the leader that was Watch My Stride, and just lost it on the post by a head. Angel Tesoro, race number 38, the eventual winner, had the merit earlier itself after finishing 4th in a 6 furlong trip by 2.5 lengths to Tomorrow Dreams. And here, ridden well and shot into the lead in the last 150 meters to win it by a neck from the fast finishing top in class. So getting promoted after getting some penalty is Angel Tesoro. Stunning Force is a one more runner who won in his previous start over a 1100 meter trip. Fenced runner, justifying the favoritism with a good margin of 3.5 lengths. Earlier, 2nd by length to Buckley, but here easy winner. Number 6, All Time Legend, and number 10, Unsung Hero. They ran in race number 35. Unsung Hero, after winning a Class 4 race by a nose, beating By the Bay, here pulled up lame, so forget this run. Whereas All Time Legend, first run in winter, finishing 5th to Show Me a Walk. Number 7 is Intense Approach. This is a horse in good form, we can say. After finishing 5th to Gusty Note, here dashed into the lead after being reminded of the task in the last 300 meters and accelerated well to win it by 1.5 length from City of Bliss. 8 is Max, who ran in race number 55 over 7 furlong, which was won by Red Snapper. Having 3 runs, 6th over 7 furlong to Naughty Dancer, then 11th to Incredulous, then 9th here to Red Snapper over 7 furlong. So 2 7 furlong, 1 6 furlong, and in all the occasions the horses finished on off the board, whereas last season 2 runs back to back 2nd over 7 furlong behind Star Racer and Bally's are good to note. 6th race, the last race of the day, the Division 1 of the Green Plate, to be run over 6 furlong for horses rated 20 to 45. Number 1 is Castle Rock, who ran in race number 25. Ridden hard, picked up momentum. It was little late when the winner Star Babe had just taken charge, but still managed to be in the frame. Number 2, Rising Queen, and number 9, Ambitious Star are the 2 runners. Rising Queen, the eventual winner, after finishing 4th by a margin of 2.5 lengths to Brilliant View. It was here very impressive. She has speed in the final stages. She comes like a rocket in the straight. I've seen this run of Rising Queen where she came and tackled the front runner and bursting into the lead to a very impressive win of 6 1/4 length. So getting a penalty of 12 points for this win is Rising Queen, from 33 going up to 45. On the other hand, Ambitious Star packing off to finish 7th. 3 Top Diamond, 12 Fatuma are the 2 runners. Fatuma ran in race number 30, finishing 6th, having 2 runs, 6 furlong and 7 furlong, both the occasion 6th, whereas Top Diamond on the other hand, this was a fancied runner but failed to deliver the goods. Earlier 5th, even though at that time slightly fancied at 7-2, Count of Savoy the winner. Then in a 7 furlong trip, on money favourite was Top Diamond, but Intense Approach won it very comfortably. 4 is Hidden Hope, who ran in race number 38, and this runner was slightly interfered at the early part of the race, which this race was won by Angel Tesoro. But looking at Hidden Hope in the green colours, after being interfered, just broke a stride and fell gallop to finish 5th. Number 5 is Cabello, who ran in race number 51 and finished on 6th. 2 stunning force. Earlier winner over 1100 meters took a penalty of 8 points. Same class, same distance. Up with the pace but backed off in the straight to finish 6th. Number 6, Silk, ran in race number 43 and turned out to be a winner very smoothly in front in the straight after tackling the leader and accelerated well. Every stride extended well to set a margin of victory to 4 lengths, with Joy O'Joy finishing second. So gets a penalty of 10 points for this win is Silk, so gets promoted to higher class. We go to number 7, Garnet, eventual winner in race number 53. This horse, after shooting into the lead in the last 400 meters, started to kick on gamely, with NRI Sun bridging the gap in every stride, but still held on by a neck, so gets a penalty of 8 points is Garnet. Number 8 is Thunder Road, race number 59, finished over 1200 meters, finished on 4th. NRI Touch was the winner. This is the fancied runner in this race, so inquiry has been opened into running and riding of this runner. Earlier winner is 10-5 on favorite, won by 2 1/4 and beating Sea Wolf, and could not repeat that, came wide, and all sort of story for Thunder Road. Number 10 is Above the Law, who was in pursuit of the leader, then weakened to finish 5th to Malala. So form of Above the Law, first run here, and very close second till the last 50 meters, last out at second place. Took a couple of runners. Number 13, this is Space Time, who ran in race number 51, finishing 9 to stunning force. We have seen this run many number of times, but Space Time, the late B Crimson in the Sarai's color, finishing off the board. A 9th out of 10 runners.